This video shows how to install the wireless touchscreen option for ReliaBuild3D printers. There are two sizes of touchscreen currently available for ReliaBuild3D printers. This example of installation will utilize the 5-inch screen, but is exactly the same for the 3.5-inch. We've designed the system to be plug-and-play with either the design of the legacy 4E3D and Rigidbot 2 boards, or the new ReliaBuild3D mainboard. The only difference between the installation will be the power cable type. When ordering your touchscreen, please specify your mainboard by sending us an email with your order number, mainboard type, printer model, big or regular, and whether you have a single or dual extruder. In order to quickly identify the type of mainboard you have, please find the power breakout below the stock LCD connector located here. As you can see on the original Rigidbot and 4E3D boards, there are only 4 available pins. If your board only has 4 pins, you need the power cable that includes 3 wires, 2 black and 1 red as shown here. The 2 black wires will take the place of the power enable jumper, which will need to be removed. On the ReliaBuild3D board, the design added a ground connector on the header pin to enable simplification of the cabling. This board has 5 pins and will require the 2-pin cable for powering the touchscreen. The power enable jumper stays on the ReliaBuild3D mainboard. Before installation, verify that you've received your touchscreen, housing, Raspberry Pi with pre-installed SD card, and the correct power cable specific to your mainboard, as well as a USB A to B printer cable to connect the Arduino mainboard. For either mainboard installation, you need 2 cables to connect the touchscreen. All versions will require a USB A to B printer cable to connect from the Raspberry Pi USB to the mainboard USB in the back of the printer. The other required cable is the power cable specific to your mainboard. For the 4E3D mainboard, be sure the power enable jumper pin is removed in preparation for installation. Both mainboard installations require the micro USB end of the power cable to be connected to the Raspberry Pi. Please be sure to align it correctly while installing to avoid damage. Next, remove your old LCD by disconnecting the cable at both ends and releasing the tabs on the back of the printed housing. Then gently lift it out. Now you are ready to install the wireless touchscreen in the LCD housing cutout of the printer with the power cable through its opening. The USB A to B cable will wrap around the side of the printer to connect to the mainboard on the back side of the printer. Install the USB A to B cable in the upper opening of the LCD housing. Be careful to orient the USB connection correctly by aligning it with the USB port and gently inserting it. The cable will hang to the side of the printer until plugged into the back of the printer in a later step. Connect the other end of the micro USB power cable with the silver connectors facing to the top of the printer, and for the 4E3D mainboard, install the red lead all the way to the left on the power pins on the mainboard as shown here. For the ReliaBuild3D board, also install the cable with the silver connectors facing up all the way to the left. This will leave an empty slot between the cable and the power enable jumper. After installing the micro USB power, install the USB A to B cable by routing it on the side of the printer and around the back, with the flat of the B side of the cable facing the top of the printer. Insert it gently into the mainboard connection. Zip ties are recommended for cable control. This concludes the installation of your wireless touchscreen. Once the LCD is installed, power up the printer. The LCD can take up to 90 seconds to load upon first installation. For more details on how to run and configure the touchscreen, see our other videos.